We're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be exploring the Gridania housing area called Lavender Bells, or Lavender Beds I should say, so I apologise. So anyway, in order to get to Lavender Beds you need to come to Bent Branch here in Central Shroud, which is, if that's Gridania, we're right here, and we need to talk to this NPC called Margeria. So let's talk to her. So it says, Margeria has information that may interest wealthy adventurers. So correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face setting grim determination as adventurers are wont to do. Hence my presumption. If so, I've information which might interest you. Rumour has it that plots within Lavender Beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Considering how discerning the elements tend to be about who can and cannot reside within the Twelveswood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is truth to these rumours, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two. Should your travels take you to the Mirror Planks where the ferry to Lavender Beds is, perhaps you'll find Twin Adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such a monumental change in policy. Okay, so now we're going to head to there to see where we need to go. So we need to head down here. Looking at this map, seeing if there's anything new. They have made this text bigger and easier to read, so you can see the areas are much bigger than they used to be. Like the area names, I should say. So given that I play on Masamune server, where I'm only about 630 million gil short of buying the biggest house on the best land, but well, whatever. That's life. Okay, so good day to you, miss. What can I... you wish to know about the auctions. Very well, allow me to explain. There is a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past, and so the Seedseer Council and the Order of Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elements, decreed that the Lavender Beds can be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder, he'll ferry you across. A recruit station at Lepere can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. Okay, so to proceed with the quest Where the Heart Is, Lavender Beds, you may visit any residential ward within Lavender Beds. Okay, so we need to just journey there, so let's talk to the ferry skipper. So this ferry is bound for Lavender Beds. Will you be travelling with us? Okay, housing. It said, each of the three nations has established a residential district wherein like-minded adventurers can establish a base for their activities. Each residential district is divided into wards, which in turn house 30 plots of land each. A member of a free company may jointly purchase a plot of land upon which to build their own estate hall. Estate halls can be customized by installing fixtures and placing furnishings. Please note that specific company privileges are required for customization. More information on housing can be had by speaking with the resident caretaker stationed at each residential district. Okay, so go to specified ward. Oh wow. So it seems that people have been buying these houses, so you can see and how big each of the houses are. So we actually have one sold on Masamune for 592 million gil. Anyway, let's go to the first ward, select that. Okay, so we're now here at Lavender Beds. Let's talk to this guy. So, greetings adventurer, welcome to the Lavender Beds. I keep calling it Bells. Oh, you come at the behest of a Gridanian woman? I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. Should you have a mind to purchase a plot for yourself, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Okay. So let's take a look around. Seems there's nice scenery, there's nice trees, nice surrounding waters. But you can't actually mount in this area. Interesting. So let's look at these plots of land. Okay, so let's examine this placard, shall we? So let's see. So these are the prices. I see. So if I wanted to buy this, this is how much I would have to pay for this plot of land. So 42 million. I'm just a small 41 million short, lol. And let's see. So plot 15 of the first ward. Plot small, purchase land, cancel. So here, let's look at the placards. So it says, by the entrance of each plot of land you will find a placard. Interacting with the placard will bring up information on the owner if available. In the event that the plot is for sale, the current price will be displayed along with a devaluation timer. Devaluation occurs every 6 hours. The longer you wait, the cheaper the plot will become. However, the likelihood of another buyer will snap it up will also increase. More information on buying land can be had by speaking with the resident caretaker station at each residential district. Okay, so basically looking around here, I can't actually... So basically this house is available for sale, that's what it's saying. And if I want this land, I'll have to pay 42 million gil, so I've got a while to save for that. And so let's just look around these plots of land, see what's nice. So these are all the same sort of size, all these sort of squares. So I want to see where the big plots are. Like here, for example, number 28 and number 6, they seem to be huge, so let's look at them. Okay, so this looks like a really big piece of land. Yeah, and you can see this is a much bigger house, so in theory this should be much more expensive. Yeah, here you go. So right now, this land is worth 499,300,000 gil. Yay. But as you can see, though, if you go on this land, that you know, it will, you know, okay, I can't, whatever. So it will allow you to buy a huge house for this land, but that's why it's worth so much. Okay, so let's look around, see which one I like the most. And obviously I'm assuming the caretaker and everyone is right up here as well. And there seems to be an Aethernet crystal there, so I'll attune myself to it if I can, if it means a quick teleport back from Gridania. Okay, so I'm assuming this is another 40-something million house. Okay, 39 million. It's just because I'm on Masamune, which is a Japanese legacy server, so this is actually listed as the most expensive place to buy a house. In like the whole of Final Fantasy XIV, basically. So I just happen to be on the most expensive server, like, ever. Along with, I think, Aegis and a couple of other servers in the same rank. Okay, so I'm assuming the caretaker's up here. Okay, so here's a Aethernet shard, so let's attune ourselves if we can. Okay, so apparently we can't. But this, I think, just allows you to teleport, like, quickly from place to place, basically. Oh, this is pretty cool. I mean, I am having fun running around here, so let's just visit. If I had any choice, I would get, like, if I ever could, I would spend the 500 million and get these sort of private lands that have not only their own land, but also, like, you can see here, this has got like a moat around it. So let's take a look at that piece of land. Look, cool. You have a summoning bell, housing merchant. Let's see what the housing merchant sells. Okay, so he sells walls, basically, and beds and some other things. Junkmonger, it's just... Oh, I think the junkmonger is just for selling stuff. Material supplier. Yes, random materials, in case you're a crafter. And here you go, resident caretaker. So, I pray the sea finds you well, miss. As caretaker of the Lavender Beds, it would be my pleasure to answer any queries you may have. So, okay, what is this place? The Lavender Beds is Gridania's fastest growing community, a residential district exclusively for adventurers. Here, you and like-minded adventurers are free to purchase plots and build estates. This district has been established under the occupancies, or whatever, of the Order of the Twin Adder. Of course, it is the fondest hope that these favourable policies will facilitate immigration to our great nation. But perhaps you have pledged allegiance to a grand company other than ours, and you are concerned your membership may bar you from residing here. If that is the case, worry not. We do not concern ourselves with private affairs of our residents. You may live here regardless of your affiliation. So it says, in residential districts you may purchase plots on which you may construct and maintain estate halls. To ensure that there are sufficient plots for players, multiple instances of these districts have been created. Therefore, when entering a residential district, you will be prompted to choose the instance which you wish to enter. So that's what we did at the beginning, basically, is that we selected which instance that we wanted out of the 10. But as you can see on this server, it basically means absolutely nothing has sold so far, at least not in this area. So let's look at this plot number 3 over here, how big it is. So this is one of the big ones. I'm guessing this is another 500 million one. Wow, look at that, 592 million. Jeez. Okay, so let's look at the number 28, which I've sort of got my eye on just because of the fact you need a bridge just to go to that one piece of land. We can look at number 29 as well, just for the sake of it. So it's an interesting idea, and it is something really to aim for, that, you know, because eventually the guild will always just go up and up and up, and you need something to burn it on, because you're not going to need it for, say, repairs, are you? There you go, 47 million. So the idea is basically that these, it says next devaluation, this is how often it devaluates in price, and every time it devaluates, it goes down in price by 0.14% according to the patch notes, which means basically that in the space of 3 months they will be half the price that they are right now, because right now is like day 1 of patch 2.1, so 3 months from now all of these will be half price, assuming that none of them are sold. Okay, so here we go. Is this a big plot of land? Okay, yep, this is a big plot of land, so let's see how much it's worth. There you go, 592,918,750 gil, and that is not a typo, that's just how much they cost on Masamune. But they are basically more designed for people who are, you know, it's meant to be for like you and your whole grand company. It's not meant to be like individual player housing. They said the individual player housing will come in and hopefully be a lot more realistic in price 6 months from now. So anyway, let's head back to the ferry dock, and that's it. So this is the Lavender Beds. This is the Gridania housing area. Very impressive, very nice. If you happen to be rich enough to live here, then you need to get a life, sorry to say. But also, even if you can afford to buy it, it's going to be like really, really lonely here until other people can afford to buy it as well. So like you might literally be the only one. So anyway, let's just go back and talk to Mithrie again. So, okay, that can take me straight back. So, leave residential district. So when they're saying specified wards, they basically just mean like the different instances of the same thing. So where is Mithrie? I think she's actually back at Bent Branch. Okay, almost there. And it's something I've said since the beginning of my Let's Play series, is that you really have to be conscious of your money from day one to make sure that if you ever do want to get player housing, even 6 months from now, that you can afford it. So don't waste money on teleports, try your best to save every penny. So it says, good to see you again, friend. Did you learn anything about Lavender Beds? Yes, I did. Oh, adventurers only? Is that so? Well, these are trying times, and it's more important than ever for Gridania to attract capable individuals like yourself. I'm sure that one day my dreams will come to fruition. One day I'll have my own cottage and stables filled with my own beloved chocobos. Okay, so complete that quest. Cool. So Lavender Beds Aethernet now accessible. The residential Aethernet for Lavender Beds can be accessed through the Gridanian Aethernet. That's awesome. So, okay, so if we quickly return to Gridania, and then we can check the Aethernet to see if we can teleport straight there without having to go down to that dock every time. Okay, so to do that, you click on the Aethernet or any other Aethernet within Gridania, and then click Aethernet. Oh, hang on, here you go. So residential district Aethernet. So go to specified ward, and you can see, oh, I see. So when it says owner / price, it's saying how much they are, or if anyone's actually bought one. So looking here for 5th ward, you can see that no land has sold of any size in any of the wards. So I guess everyone is waiting for the prices to devaluate for now, which makes sense, I suppose. It's like, why pay double when there's so many available, you know? So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will make other episodes looking at the other housing areas as well in Uldar and in Limsa. So thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.